Hey everybody, this is Live Talk with Lynette. I'm your host, Lynette Green. I'm so excited always to be in the studio and have you listening out there. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Shout out to Another Perspective, Kevin L. Smith and Terry Bass for opening up that conversation for us and just kind of making the way so we can come in and talk to you some more about what's happening in our community. Tonight we have the very fabulous Miss Nina Nesbitt. She's joining us from Industry Direct, your ticket to the world of fashion and entertainment. So I've got some Facebook shout outs that I like to do at the beginning of the show. And tonight's shout out goes to Miss Arnisha Parker. She was the last person to like the Live Talk with Lynette page and the status there. So shout out to you, Arnisha. We call her Sean. Thanks so much for listening and thanks for supporting and telling everybody about the show. I also want to shout out to Miss Shelly Campbell, who liked my fan page for my brand new book, which we're going to talk just a teeny bit about tonight. Just want to give you the website. You can go and get the book. But the magic lines are wide open. 843-721-1073 is the number to call. If you've got some family or friends that are out of the area and you want them to listen in, they can stream live at magic1073fm.com or go to iHeartRadio and listen in there. Just search for Magic 1073 FM and find us there. Click and you are tuned into the show. All right, so here we are back in the studio tonight. I've had a fantastic weekend. It's winding down. Shout out to everybody that's going to school tomorrow, all the parents rather that are listening. And when the kids go back, you go back. I was in Walmart, Nina, and I was listening to some of the parents. And, I was thinking about calling in and getting Kev on this, but, I just decided to let it go because I don't have any children that are in school. But a lot of the parents are complaining about these crazy lists that the teachers are sending, for all these weird school supplies.
And each school has a different list. Each grade has a different list.
Apparently.
Each teacher has a different
list. Oh,
list.
wow. And they're not just asking for the beginning of the school year, it's for the entire year.
And you kind of donate to a pool of things that they need throughout the year.
Oh, wow. Okay. One lady behind me, she was pretty frustrated because the type of notebook that they were I'm not going to say what she said, but it just made me laugh. The kind of notebook she was looking for that was on the list, she couldn't find. So she was like, what in the world is a plastic covered and it's got to be this color? What in the world? She was on the phone just going in on the teacher. Wow. So shout out to all the parents.
That's right.
We're just lifting you all.
She didn't use the word world, did she?
No, she did not use that word. She did not. So parents, be encouraged. It's for your children, and they're going to have everything they need. We declare it.
Yes.
And you'll find it. You'll find what you need. It was different when we were going back to school. Little notebooks, pencils, wooden pencils, and notebooks. College ruled as you got older.
That's right.
Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. So parents, we're lifting you guys because you go back to school too. All right. As I said, we've got the fabulous Miss Nina Nesbitt in the studio tonight, and she's no stranger to Live Talk with Lynette. She's been doing amazing things in our community. We've got brand new models and actors, actresses from our area because of the amazing things that you're doing here. So catch us up. I know it was last year when you were here, before you opened.
Yes, before I opened the Industry Direct Model and Talent Studio. It's on Ashley Phosphate Road. Yay!
Yes.
It's just a great place to be because parents love dropping their kids off, but it's comfortable and it's warm and fuzzy.
It is.
It's simple, but it's warm and fuzzy. I have my mirror so we can see how everybody walks. We have our chairs. I have my desk. So it's simple, but it's thorough.
Very good. Now, how did you find that spot? Did it just kind of fall into your lap?
I searched because I had to feel right. It had to be a space where people, whether you're 4 years old or 45 years old, that you can come to and feel comfortable. You walk up a flight of stairs, but it's a double suite, so I have a lot of room. And it just had to feel right. It had to be centrally located. I didn't want to be someplace that was too far off, because you can get more space if you're sort of off the beaten path. So I had to try to find something that was sort of right there in the middle, so it's easy access for everyone.
Okay, so the studio is one new thing
yes.
that you've established since you were here last. Now you've gone to New York?
Yes, we just got back from New York about 3 weeks ago now.
Okay,
and it was phenomenal, Lynette. I mean, it gets better and better and better every time. The agents are excited about the new faces that we bring and how ready they are. And it's I can't say it as if it's just easy and it falls in their lap, because it doesn't.
Yeah.
They work for it. They earn it. They cry for it.
Oh, wow.
They whine for it. But anything worth having is worth working for. So
definitely.
I don't play with the whole idea of you reaching for your dream and it's easy. You have to put some work behind it. And my kids worked really, really hard.
Awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about, and we'll get into the details of it probably in the next segment of the show, but tell us just a little bit about the accomplishments of some of your students.
Wonderful. Well, I took 11 students with me, 11 amazing actors and actresses and models and combinations thereof. Right now, I have 5 contracts.
Congratulations.
5 contracts, and one young lady just dropped off in New York today.
Wow.
So that she can start running around for Fashion Week coming up.
Okay, so stop. Wait a second.
I know, right? I know. That is awesome.
So amazing.
Yes.
And I'm just flabbergasted that you are right here in Charleston.
Yes.
You're able to get talent, shine it up,
yes,
polish it off, take it to these amazing events, and they actually get contracts.
Yes, and I tell you something, this past group, we did 96 hours of training, not including photo shoot, not including one-on-ones, because it's when you have a dream, that's one thing, but then you have to make that dream marketable.
Yeah.
And making it marketable in New York, I mean, it's the most competitive city in the world. You're not going to find the fashion, the talent. It doesn't exist. So here we are from South Carolina.
Yep.
Going into the major market saying, okay, I'm valuable, I'm marketable, you need to see me, and I'm fresh. That's what we market. In South Carolina, we're fresh and clean and new, but we also understand we have to have an edge to deal.
Yeah. Now, your agency, what you do, you're kind of the in-between.
Yes.
The individual with the talent.
Yes.
And the talent agencies.
Exactly. What I do is, I'm not an agency, so my job isn't to book someone, let's say, on a television show. That's not what I do. However, what I do is I facilitate the agency and the talent, and I bring them together. Okay.
So you fill in that gap where a lot of individuals who might try to do this on their own, it might be 3, 4, 5 years down the road before they even...
Or never. Because we see that even locally. We have some amazing girls that are doing runway, and they're doing Charleston Fashion Week for the 4th time. I mean, or they're doing these local shows. I mean, it's good for training, just to kind of get you familiar, but where do you go with it? I talked about it before, right? The difference between a hobby and a career. Yeah. And for some people, it's a hobby. But when I talk to people, and I've seen them in 4 shows already, I'm like, okay, listen, where you going?
What's next?
What do you want to do? They're like, well, I don't know what to do. Well, let me show you. So they have a real legitimate resource now to take them outside of the local circuit, so to speak, into mainstream.
So you can't get comfortable with what we call little successes.
Yes, too many people are comfortable because you get local notoriety, and then it's like, wow, I've arrived, and that's okay for you if that's where you are. I don't knock it. Awesome for you.
Yeah.
But if you want more, if you want to really put your skills on a legitimate map, you know what I mean? To really see what you have. I mean, you might just be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So back to New York.
Yes.
You dropped off a model.
Well, no, she flew into New York today.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
she flew into New York today, and she's meeting with Elite. Then she's going out to meet clients. I mean, they have her. I mean, let me tell you, when I spoke with the agent, she was like, "Okay, Nina, this is what we want." She's going to be kind of like Grace Jones reincarnated.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so she's coming to bring it. This is her shot. Okay, this is literally her shot. So she just landed in New York tonight.
So the industry, they pretty much know what they want. they know what they're looking for, and you might be the person that has it.
Exactly, because they'll say, Nina, I need it edgy, or I need it sweet, or I need someone tall and about a size 2, or I need somebody with a great personality and bubbly. And so my goal is to, if I see a little bit of something in someone, I try to hone it and develop it and really pull out their essence so that we can make that match happen.
What does the industry look like for African Americans or Black people?
People of color. Well, it's funny because the same agent that's working with the young lady that's in New York right now, she says, you know what, Nina, on the front of, I think it was Women's Wear Daily, they talked about how the New York runways were racist because they only had maybe 1% of all the models on the runway were African American or other ethnicity. And I found that to be interesting. Some people would say, oh, it's just clothes, but for me, that's opportunity.
Yeah. That's
huge opportunity. So with the young lady going to New York, she has a rich complexion. I said, this is your time, honey. Now you go, because now it's been put, when anybody draws attention to something, they have to rectify it. So you're going to rectify it by over accomplishing or exceeding exceeding the expectation, which means it's perfect time for you, know? So I kind of play on those things in terms of information. But when I go to this event, in all honesty, there are more people of other ethnicities than there are us. Okay. But I use that as a positive because if you're looking for us, this is where you find it.
Yeah, here we are. And you're not just South Carolina now. You've expanded your reach.
Yes, I'm going into Charlotte now. I'm doing some Florida. I'm pulling in bits of New York. And so there's a lot of kind of things happening because people are hearing more about what I do. Because just imagine if you've been in this industry for 5 years, fighting, struggling, can't meet anybody, then you have someone like me who can say, okay, let's dust this off and do it. People are coming to me now. People are calling me from all these other places. I had one girl from Arizona. She's like, can I Skype train her to bring her out to LA? Wow. I'm like, okay.
And while I was in your office, you got phone calls from guys.
Yes.
You're trying to, because now that's a whole new. Yeah. And I was watching the baby. What's her name? Doll baby. Tara. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name, Bates? What's her name? She had her talk show. I don't think she's doing it anymore.
Tyra Banks?
Tyra. That's what did I say? Farrah? Farrah's baby. Lord Jesus. Tyra.
Baby.
You said baby.
The baby. Oh, well, yeah. That's what I call people when I can't think of their names. Tyra Banks.
Yes.
Shout out to Miss Tyra Banks.
Yes.
She, this season, has included a male model competition segment in her America's Next Top Model. So talk a little bit about that.
Rightfully so. It's about time. I mean, because the industry is dominated by women, and it is a female industry.
Right.
However, I too am looking to take a broad presence of African American men, or just men, period, to Los Angeles. Yeah. I've taken younger guys. I took a 12-year-old is the oldest young gentleman I took just with me to New York. His name is Daru, and he wound up getting honorable mention in everything he touched. And he has a beautiful, rich complexion. And I saw how people were just drawn to him, So I'd love to have a strong presence of young men and adult men, model men that are ready to take the industry by storm. And people ask me for it too. What else you got? What else you got?
Wow.
So I want to do the actors, but I want to definitely have a stronger male presence.
Okay. Which means that people trust you in the industry. You're a noted personality.
Yes, and and sometimes that's hard because I'm just going to be real with you. Sometimes with parents and their beautiful children, they're so wonderful and cuddly, and it's their most precious possession, and it's yummy, right? But sometimes the parents have to trust. Yeah. The parents have to trust. So it's important for me, and I always tell people all the time that I exceed the expectation. I take care of yours as if I was taking care of my own. So that means I discipline. Like, I don't spank anybody. I might pop them on the hand or something, but I have the expectation for them to be the best. Yeah. So sometimes parents are not very comfortable with, oh, you're pushing her too hard. She's just reading. She read the monologue 4 times. You want her to do it again? I'll say, excuse me, Mom. You can go outside and go get you some coffee. Go have it. Because the child can take it. It's the parent that can't take it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, parents. So if you really want your child to succeed, now is the time to help them develop that hard work ethic.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily want to interfere with that.
But the kids love it. The kids love it. I mean, some of the, I keep going back, but it's important that they want it for themselves, because when they're in front of that agent, the parents can't speak for them. The parents can't walk for them or audition for them.
Right.
So it's important that we all have that level of support, because we're all working towards the same goal.
Okay. All right. We've got a call. Let's go ahead and take that call. 843-721-1073 is the number to call if you have a question or a comment for Miss Nina. Hello, this is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment? Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Fine. This is Roberta Lockwood. It's my daughter, Jordan Lockwood.
Okay. Can you turn your radio down for us?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you hear better now?
That's much better.
Yes. We were calling because we went to New York with Miss Nina this a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And we had a wonderful time.
Wonderful. Now, what does your daughter, was it a daughter or son?
Daughter.
Your daughter. And what does she do?
She did monologue, commercials, and she did the Blue Jeans.
Sitcom. Brilliant little girl.
Wow. How old is she? How old is she, Mom?
She's 11 years old.
11 years old. Wow. And you're committed to her career?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. And you're supporting her and you're supporting Miss Nina.
Oh, 101%.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
And my child as well. And she's never done anything like this before. She always wanted something like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jordan actually got her first contract offer, so it's on the table already. They haven't signed, but it's on the table. So I'm really excited for her. She deserves it. That's you talk about the kind of kid that has what's the little, I keep forgetting her name, Raven Simone, that sassy little attitude, and that Miss Jordan lives it. That's who she is. So she meets anybody, you've been touched by Jordan.
So Mom, what would you say to parents who have children who have said to their parents, I want to be on TV? What would you say to them?
Well, I've been telling a couple of parents, because I work at the hospital, because they were asking me how I got my daughter involved with Miss Nina. So I've been telling them that, all about Industry Direct, and they need to go call her. I would support her, like I said, 101%.
Okay.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
All right.
And I trust her with my child. It's just been an amazing experience.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks so much for listening, and thanks for calling in. Keep listening.
Thank you, Miss Lockwood.
Have a great night.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, that, I wanted her to say something to the parents who have, children, because sometimes, children that want to be on TV, they might say that they may not know to say, I want to be an actor or a model, but they may just say, I want to be on TV. And, I wanted her to encourage those parents not to ignore their children.
Yes. Because that's, kids operate in their gifts naturally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They wake up in the morning, it's like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I want to do. I see myself. But there's so many different assets and facets of the entertainment industry, because you may want to be an actress or a model, but then there's print work. There is voiceovers. There's singing. There's so many different things that you can do. So what you want to do is explore it and then see how far it goes. Yeah. See where else it goes.
Okay. Yeah. At least take the first step. You know, like she said, give you a call.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to take our first break. We've already talked about 2 individuals who got contracts this time around. So we'll talk about the rest of them. And, we're going to get a little bit more into the IMTA. You've got LA coming up in January. Yes. So everybody keep listening. 721-1073 is the number to call. 843 if you're here, 888 if you're not. We'll be right back.
Live Talk with Lynette is being brought to you by
Do you have the it factor? Are you ready to take the next step towards your career in acting or modeling? Come out to audition at the largest, most prestigious model and talent event in the world. Calling Columbia, Greenville, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and all surrounding areas. Join Miss Nina Nesbitt and Industry Direct on Saturday, August 24th, 10 a.m. at the Hyatt Hotel near the airport at 3234 West Montague Avenue in Meeting Room 1. To RSVP, call 843-225-1834. And also for more information, you can speak with Miss Nina Nesbitt at that number, 843-225-1834. Industry Direct is your ticket to the world of fashion and entertainment. All right, everybody. We've got a call on the line that we want to take now. Sir, are you there?
Yes, I am.
All right. What's your question tonight?
My question is my better half, who I'm co-parenting with, has pursued commercials and other ventures for my daughter who's in New York, and she hasn't done it with any success. And I'm more interested in how to pursue it from a long perspective, being that I'm a resident of Charleston.
Okay, Miss Nina.
Wonderful. Now, she's in New York. Is she working with someone now, or is she just freelancing and finding her own work?
No, she's just freelancing. She's had a portfolio done.
Mm-hmm. The first thing I would say is when we get off the air, let's exchange numbers, because I'm a New Yorker, so.
I won't hold it against you now. I'll try not to.
And so one of the things that I do right now with people is I Skype. I Vimeo, I do whatever we need to do to connect, because I do work with a few people that are in New York, and depending on the level of experience she has, I could either do one of two things. If I feel, depending on what I feel she needs, either connect her through to someone or to work on a plan, put together a plan of action for her to get out to LA, because that's really what it's about. It's about the exposure. When you're just, when you're running around freelance in New York, I've been there, I've done it. It's crazy. You need to hit the target. You need to hit the mark. So let's definitely talk after the show.
All right, Dad, hold the line. We're going to get your number, okay?
Okay, thank you.
One moment. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment?
Hi, my name is Daru Taylor. I'm a young man.
That's Daru.
Okay, and how old are you, Daru?
Daru.
Daru.
Yes.
Your name alone is wonderful.
Yes, he's wonderful.
Okay, all right. And what was your experience like with Miss Nina?
Well, my auntie experience is great. Miss Nina helped me a lot.
Okay. Now, was his picture on Facebook? Was he the?
Yes, he's the
wow,
rich complexion.
He's a cutie.
Let me tell you, he got honorable mention, and everything he touched, he turned to gold. And he got honorable mention for Model of the Year. And it was a little challenging with Daru at first, but he just shined. I mean, he was the kid that had to do push-ups. So every time he didn't quite get something right, he had to do push-ups. So
you appreciate those push-ups now, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Daru. Keep listening, and congratulations to you. And we're expecting great things in your career. You're handsome, very handsome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment? Oh, this is our dad holding. Keep holding, sir. We're going to get your number in just a moment. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment?
Hi, my name is Kiara Smith.
Hello, Kiara. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Good. And
I don't have a question. I work with Miss. Yes.
Okay. Model or actress?
I'm an actress.
Okay. And you were in New York?
Yes, ma'am. Well, acting has first off always been a dream of mine, and working with Miss Nina has really opened up opportunities for me to have more training in acting, and eventually appear on a big screen. So I just really want to thank Miss Nina for everything she's done.
Thank you, Kiara. Well, let me just say something about Miss Kiara.
Okay.
Kiara was one person, out of the group. Mm-hmm. And you know what she did? She won a $15,000 scholarship to the New York School of Performing Arts in New York City, and she is going to pursue her acting career, the same place that Meryl Streep went to. So,
wow,
really excited
Tell Meryl
for Kiara.
I said hello. She and I grew up together.
Really excited for Kiara. She worked really hard, and you could just tell it was her passion. So she got it because she wanted it. She really worked hard for it.
Good for you. And where are you from?
I'm from. I live in Charleston. Originally from New York, though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're from Charleston. Tell everybody you're from Charleston.
I'm from Charleston.
She's a Charlestonian.
Okay. All right, sweetheart. Thanks so much for calling in.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. We're going to keep this conversation moving. There's a lot of phone activity tonight, and we're excited about that. We've got Miss Nina Nesbitt in the studio with us from Industry Direct, and she is our ticket here in South Carolina to the stars, world of fashion and acting. Talk to us a little bit about IMTA.
The IMTA is called the International Model and Talent Association. It is the largest association for scouting in the world. Over 350 agents come out from all over the world looking for new talent. So for every television show, for every television network you see, there's an agent that represents the talent that stars on those shows. So that's who we get our kids in front of. We get them in front of them so that they can, have an impact, make an impact.
Now, you mentioned, and I believe this lady is going to be with us next Sunday.
Yes.
What's her name?
Her name is Maureen Brown.
Yes.
She discovered Ashton Kutcher.
Okay.
Eva Longoria. She had her hand in discovering Katie Holmes.
Okay.
Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, it's an awesome show right now.
Okay.
4 or 5 people from Twilight. But if you notice, I'm mentioning people of not very much diversity, right? So the goal is, and they're really committed to finding more African Americans, to finding more people of diversity, to be able to present to the market. So she's coming down specifically, and I'm honored. Let me tell you something, okay?
Yeah, tell us.
It's huge that she's coming here. I mean, she's been here before. We've been out to Columbia and we did some stuff, in Greenville. But with her coming to Charleston, it's huge.
And she's going to be here on the 24th?
Yeah, she's coming on the 23rd.
Okay.
She's leaving on Monday, so we'll just be able to. She'll be here to do your show on Sunday, and then she's back out, someplace else for
because
Monday morning.
the actual auditions take place on the 24th.
On the 24th, Saturday the 24th, 10 a.m. sharp. I mean, some people get there 8 o'clock in the morning. I love it because the early bird get the worm, right? So they're there really early, and it's going to be on Saturday, 10 a.m. at the Hyatt Place.
Okay.
The Hyatt Place.
The Hyatt Place.
Yes, on West Montague.
Okay. All right, we've got another call. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment?
Hi, my name is Jordan, and I'm with Miss Nina.
Hi, Jordan.
Oh, can I tell you a quick story about Jordan?
Yes, please.
Okay. So Jordan came to me. She was referred by someone, and she came to me, and she had a smart little attitude, and I love it, right? Because most people be like, that girl is too smart mouth. But no, I'm like, ooh, personality. So I was like, Mom, can I keep her? Mom said, bye. She actually let her stay with me in class. So lo and behold, Jordan became my Make-A-Wish Foundation participant. She does have sickle cell, and because she has sickle cell, Make-A-Wish Foundation stepped in and paid for her and her mom for everything.
Wow.
And they provided a representative to come and hang out with us. It was an amazing experience. So, so you're talking about a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Yeah. Make-A-Wish Foundation stepped in to make that happen. And Jordan, you rock.
Yeah. She actually got the contract, right?
Yeah. It's not signed. I just got it on Friday. I just got it on Friday.
Congratulations,
but it's on the
Jordan.
table.
Are you excited?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're looking forward to making a lot of money?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
She knows.
And where are you from, Jordan?
I'm from South Carolina.
What part of South Carolina? Charleston. Make sure you tell everybody you are from Charleston. All right, Jordan. Thank you for listening, sweetheart. Congratulations again.
See you, Jordan.
Bye-bye. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment? Hello? Did we lose them? All right. So IMTA, you've got that coming up in January.
In January. We go out to, it's January 7th through the 11th. We go out, we're staying at the Western Bonaventure. The whole event happens at the Western Bonaventure Hotel.
Okay.
We stay out there the whole time. And so what we're doing is we're preparing from this Saturday, we have our classes once we've, discovered the new talent, right? We actually start our series of classes working our way up to the January event. We fly out and we go give it everything we have.
Okay. So those individuals that are chosen from the audition this coming Saturday,
yes,
have an opportunity to go to LA.
Yes, and it's by invitation only. And Maureen is tough. I tell you something.
Wow.
She, it's the industry, and she's like, "Ooh, you're not ready." So I tell people that you have to be tough skinned. She's not going to stroke you at all because she knows what she's looking for.
Right.
I try to keep it. Try to kind of rein her in
kind
a
of
little
buff
bit.
it a little bit.
But she knows what she's looking for, and it's for a reason.
Okay. So who else will be there to look at the talent?
It's myself. I have one other gentleman from Star Management. He's starting a new television network. He's doing a lot of different things for people that are trying to get into the industry, people that are in the industry that want to give back, that want to mentor. It's huge what he's trying to do. So he's actually out of North Carolina, so he's coming in to help, and that's it. It's the three of us.
Awesome.
One of the things that I did before is I had a panel of about 11 people last time, but everybody has a different opinion.
Yeah. So
right? So it's like
that was a Selah moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, ooh, too much going on there. I need to cut straight to the chase so that we can get this going. So there's three of us instead.
Three of us this time.
It's going to be three of us. It's going to be solid.
Okay, great. Now we've already talked about two individuals who were contracted from the New York event.
Yes.
There's three more that we need to congratulate.
Yes. So I have a young lady, and she's 5'11" and she's 14 years old. She got 23 callbacks. 23 callbacks from 5 of the top agencies in the world.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
What's her name?
Her name is Angelique Jones. I wasn't going to say her name. I hope her dad is listening. I didn't even reach out to her dad. But, really, this girl is amazing. She's amazing. And she's the first that I signed, actually, because she had agents jockeying for position, and I loved it.
That is amazing.
Yeah, so I actually signed her to Chicago.
Okay.
Because they had a better deal in Chicago, and they're willing to work with her and develop her because she's only 14. So, so when she books something, she'll fly out to Chicago or Miami or LA or New York, but she'll be booking it from Chicago.
Now, in terms of her education being 14, what can we expect her future to look like, and at least until she graduates high school?
Education is first because she's only 14.
Right.
Okay. So usually when they book these jobs, it's usually over the course of a weekend, or maybe she'd have to miss one day of school, but usually over break. So you figure Christmas break, summer break, Easter break, that kind of thing.
That's where she'll do most of her work.
Yes. And it's and this is an education for parents too, because they have to do a Coogan account. It's like, what's a Coogan account? That means that you can't spend her money.
Ooh.
Oh man, shoot. Right?
Yeah, a lot of parents just said, okay, click. I'm kidding. I know our parents are responsible.
For education.
Absolutely.
You need to save for education at that age. It's really delicate. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So for the parents who may have a child that is tall like that, or has that personality that's just different, that may be afraid because of their child's age, they don't want to, push the envelope, so to speak. What would you say to those parents?
That it's not your dream, it's your child's dream.
Whoa. Okay.
Right? It's the truth.
Absolutely.
So where you're willing to limit yourself, your child is willing to push. So if you put that limitation on your child, you've limited your child's dream. Allow them to grow and explore. And let me tell you, kids are smart. They're like, I don't want to do that. Or they'll say, oh, I love it. I want more. Allow them to grow, because then their confidence is built because they're doing what they love to do.
Right.
And I've had parents, after I work with a child one day, I've had parents say, oh my goodness, that child is different than they walked in here. Now they're walking out there different than they were, so allow them to explore. And I can
imagine, I'm sorry, I can imagine that some parents are looking at their child as if though they've just seen them for the first time, not even knowing how talented, how gifted their children are.
Yes, and they really are, because if I give you something, right, and say you have to jump this high, because they want it, they will jump, and you have to allow them to jump, allow them to scrape their knee, allow them to get back up, and allow them to jump again.
Okay. All right. So that's 3. There's 2 more.
Yes. Let's see. Then I have Tiara.
Okay.
Tiara Washington, 5'11", 19-year-old, beautiful.
Goodness gracious.
Hair like you would not believe. Her contract came in on Friday too, but she walked on that runway, and these little size 01, she's not quite a 01.
Okay.
We're still working on it, but they love her where she is. She might be a 3'4".
Wow. Still tiny.
She might be a 3'4", but amazing, full lips. She has a gap this big. Everybody fell in love with the gap.
Because they're looking for unique things.
Yes. Yes.
That it's different from the cookie cutter model that we've seen of the past.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Who are now just selling makeup and clothes. Shut up with it. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well.
Shut up. Okay, go on.
Then we have Kim McNeil. Kim McNeil actually just dropped off in New York. Kim McNeil did the IMTA with me the first time I did New York. So I only took 3 people with me to New York the first time. And when she got exposed to that, she's like, Nina, I'm going back again to New York. Well, she's 6 feet tall. She was probably about 130 pounds then, so a little bit on the thin side, but now she's about, and this is fashion, guys. So what I'm going to say is just the truth. It works. It's for fashion. Like a doctor, you go to school, you have to meet a certain criteria, same thing for fashion, but she's about 117 now and 6 feet tall. She got about probably over 29 callbacks.
Wow.
29. Okay. Yes. And you know what, she got one woman, one agent that's like, you know what, I want her and I want her now. They're going to revamp her look. She's going to be the new Grace Jones reincarnated. She's hitting the ground running to get her hair done on Monday, meet a lead on Tuesday. I mean, they have her whole itinerary planned.
Now, you're mentioning the names of these magazines that
agencies.
They're agents, agencies that have magazines,
or that really supply. They're like the top-notch magazines that would call elite, or the top-notch agencies. They usually go hand in hand.
Okay, that name is familiar. I hear it often on TV. So these are the kinds of connections that you make with your agency, with Industry Direct.
Absolutely, because I used to model too. I mean, I lived in Paris and Germany. I did the shows and run, in New York. I did all that stuff. So a lot of these people are my friends. A lot of these people are people that I worked with before, or that knew me from before, and say, wow, okay, this is what you're doing now. So they're really supportive. So that's the connection I use.
Good for you. Yeah, good for you. All right, so we're going to take another quick break and be back with some more conversation with Nina. And I've also got an old friend. She's not old. But the friendship is, we had kind of a reunion because I think we all met the same day.
Yes.
And it was because of her event. Yeah. So we were talking about that connection. And then I've got a new friend in the studio who's going to be put on blast later on in the show. But we're going to be right back with more Live Talk with Lynette. You guys don't go anywhere. 721-1073 is the number to call. We'll be right back.
Live Talk with Lynette is being brought to you by...
Do you have the it factor? Are you ready to take the next step towards your career in acting or modeling? Come out to audition at the largest, most prestigious model and talent event in the world. Calling Columbia, Greenville, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and all surrounding areas. Join Miss Nina Nesbitt and Industry Direct on Saturday, August 24th at 10 a.m. at the Hyatt Place Hotel. It's near the airport at 3234 West Montague Avenue. The auditions will take place in Meeting Room 1. To RSVP or for more information, contact Nina Nesbitt at 843-225-1834. Industry Direct is your ticket to the world of fashion and entertainment. All right, everybody, and just want to say thanks again to those of you who participated in our promotion at the Atlanta Bread Company. Because you were so responsive, they have added the Live Talk with Lynette discount as a permanent part. Very excited about that. So on me, enjoy a 15% discount at the Atlanta Bread at the Atlanta Bread on Highway 78 in North Charleston. All right, that's on me. It's on me. Just mention Live Talk with Lynette and receive 15% off any entree and beverage anytime. And please tell Miss Cooks I said hello. All right, so let's get back into this conversation with Nina, and we're going to bring Miss Vonnie Judge on in just a moment. Nina, tell us what you're doing at Industry Direct at this moment.
At this moment, of course, gearing up for the event that we're having on Saturday, but something new and exciting is that we're branching out into singer-songwriters now. Awesome. We want to be able to bring that new flavor, just something new to the industry. Everybody's looking for R&B or R&B-esque.
Okay. That's a new word. Okay.
And even something pop, and they're just so hungry for new talent. Singer-songwriters. Now, if you're a songwriter, you don't have to sing your song. Get somebody else to sing your song. If you're a songwriter, write the song, let somebody else sing it.
Wow.
This is huge, and we take them from little kids on up.
Okay.
The last time at the IMTA, we had 2 people actually got signed on stage.
Wow.
They were signed, the contract offered on stage. Once they finished, actually after they finished performing.
Awesome.
Yes.
That is awesome.
So I want a piece of that.
Okay. All right. We've got a caller on the line, and I want to take that call. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment? Call back. I think we lost them. Yeah, call us back. 721-1073 is the number, and you can reach us and ask. Okay, there they are again. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment?
Hi, my name is Lindsay Felder. I was calling because I actually was working with Nina.
Okay.
I just want to talk a little bit more about my experience when I went out into New York with my IMTA.
Okay.
Hey,
well,
Lindsay.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
How old are you, Lindsay?
I'm 22.
Okay. And were you modeling, acting?
I actually did both. I was modeling and acting.
All right. Tell us about your experience.
Well, with my experience, it was the industry that I think I was dreaming about. Just didn't realize how big it was until I got there. Yeah. And now that I got a taste of that bug, I kind of don't want to let it go. I had a lot of fun.
Okay.
I mean, I met a lot of people, and I saw things that, I didn't get to see before, and I learned a lot from that experience, which taught me where I can push myself a little bit more. That I thought that I couldn't push myself anymore. I saw that I was able to always be better than I was before.
Good. That's excellent. Those are life lessons.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, congratulations on your experience. And
thank you.
We definitely hope and pray that you get back there and doors open for you.
Yeah, Lindsay's pretty incredible because, Lindsay she puts Victoria's Secrets to shame.
Wow.
Okay. It's like that.
Okay.
You can't deny her.
Okay.
So, given that fact, she was shapely, but she's such a leader. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She's such a leader.
Yeah,
when she got to the IMTA, she's like, I'm working out every day. She'd run for 10 minutes and walk for 5 minutes every day for an hour, 2 hours in the gym at the hotel.
Wow.
She slimmed down so much. Incredible. I'm actually in negotiations now for her contract out of Atlanta. Awesome. So she came for the party, and it was nice to see her develop because she's really an actress.
Okay.
She just happens to be a 5'11", beautiful actress, but she is so powerful. What's the name of your monologue, Lindsay? From what movie?
Burnby's Rage.
But what was the movie?
Waiting to Exhale.
Mm-hmm. Waiting to Exhale. You've got to see the monologue.
Oh, yeah, I bet it's amazing.
What did you come in for monologue? Was it second place?
Yes, ma'am.
So she beat out her entire category of about 60 girls in her category to come in number 2 with that monologue.
Excellent.
Incredible. The girl's incredible.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right,
you so much. And thank you also again, Ms. Nina.
You're welcome, darling.
I love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for listening.
No
Have
problem.
A good night.
Thank you for having you too.
Bye-bye. So we'll look to hear her name.
Yeah, Lindsay's powerful,
Okay.
and she has a round the girl way kind of. She can turn it on and turn it off, but people love that.
Oh,
because when she went in on her monologue, she wasn't like, and I'm telling you, you're going to leave right now. She was there.
Yeah.
But they respected her because it was real.
Right.
They respected her talent. So she did great.
And I can remember sitting in some of your classes, and you talked about the double-edged sword, so to speak, model actress. And a lot of the people that you see now that are successful in the industry are both.
Yes.
It's not just modeling, it's not just acting, but if you can do both.
You have to do both.
Okay.
Because if you look on magazines now, who do you see? Do you see models? No, you see actors. Mm-hmm. You see beautiful actors. Mm-hmm. And that's really where the money is. You have to be able to flip-flop between both. Same thing for models, You have to be able to look like you can sell something in addition to just looking good.
Okay. All right. So what should an individual expect once they make the call to your phone number, 225-1834?
Yes.
And they say, I want to be in the industry. What's next?
Since we're coming up on the event, I would say, to prepare yourself to come out for August 24th. Mm-hmm. The first thing I do is when I talk on the phone with someone, I let them know, I ask them, is this your dream or is it somebody else's dream? If it's my hubby's dream, if it's my sister's dream, if it's my mama's dream, it's not your dream. I'm not interested. And I got to keep it real because no matter what I do, I can't make you want it. I can't make you push for it. Mm-hmm. You've got to want it. And once we've established that, then I say, okay, if you're going to do any modeling, you need to wear all black. You need to wear heels, no makeup, hair off your face, come out and walk. You don't have to be a diva. I don't want a diva. I create divas. I don't want that. Because if you bring me diva already, it's no fun. So, and then if you're an actor, we have something for you to read or come prepared with something to read. If you're a singer, come out to sing. If you're a songwriter, bring your stuff. If you're a dancer, come out to do it. I mean, if you, any of those things.
Now, will this coming Saturday's audition include the singer, songwriter?
Everything. We are digging deep.
Wow.
When I tell you we're digging deep, we are.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned earlier 96 hours of training.
Yes.
That's a part of becoming a part of Industry Direct?
Yes, it is. Because I can't put you out there because you represent me. So, so we have to have an understanding that I'm going to push you to be your best. And because I've been where you are, I know when enough is enough. I know when you've arrived, you've hit that sweet spot. And I know when you're still playing with it. So 96 hours is really a lot of time.
It is.
They work me out for 96 hours. They do 4 hours every Saturday.
Okay.
10 to 2 every Saturday. And that's your commitment. There's no, I want to go, I'm sleepy. I don't want to hear it. I got to work. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. It is the time. And for most people, it literally changes them. They're never the same.
Wow.
They're
now,
never the same.
Before we came on the air tonight, you were telling me a story about an incident that you had in New York. And I want us to talk about that so that people will hear your commitment to your students.
Yes.
So just tell us a little bit about it.
So we came in second runner-up for team fashion. The theme was Les Miserables, and I sewed every dress that we performed. It's pantyhose dresses, really cute too. So part of that was doing this we had like a flag thing that we were doing, and in the process of teaching the girls how to go in opposite direction, I said, okay, give me that flag. This is how you do it. I go to reach up and swing the flag. I hit the chandelier breaks, bust me in the head, cut me over the eye. My glasses fall off. I got a knot on my head this big, and my kids are about to go on.
Wow.
So they call security and everything. I'm like, hold on a minute. My kid's got to go on for
Yeah.
I didn't know if my face was laying open or anything. Once I established that I wasn't dying, I had to go and support my kids because they were competing against 40 other groups.
Right.
For us to come in number 2, they were competing against 40 other groups, and I had to be there to make sure that they had the support. They needed to see me with my big old head, that I meant it too. And if I'm willing to stand here and watch, you better perform. You better get it.
The young lady that you were helping, she got it.
She did. She's the one that won the $15,000 $15,000 scholarship.
Okay. So you're definitely committed. Big
Not
head
on my head and everything.
Wow.
It's gone. I went to the hospital, had to get an MRI, I had to do the whole thing.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, we're excited again that you're here in Charleston and that we have this kind of entity right here in our backyard to cultivate the talent that's here in South Carolina. Like you said earlier, it's fresh, it's clean. We're from that part of the country that we might not necessarily be perfect yet, but you're working on us.
Yeah, and not just that, you can't buy fresh.
Right.
You can't make fresh and clean.
It has to be born.
Yes, it is. So the fresh, when you see the whole difference, you have to think about the genre, the field that you want to go into. Because if I'm already beat up and worn out, I'm going to look beat up and worn out. But one of the things that we have in South Carolina is a freshness. It's a newness. And they're like, wow, you're from South Carolina, fresh, know?
Yeah.
The agents love it.
Yeah. And South Carolina's getting...
it's growing.
Definitely. We've got Candace who won American Idol, and Joshua Rogers last year from Greeleyville, South Carolina, who won Sunday's Best. So now we've got Nina, who is contracting people left and right. Beautiful people doing great things right here from Charleston. I told you guys, tell everybody you are from Charleston.
I want to thank you, Lynette. You're awesome. Coming in here, it's like you got Vonnie in here and you got Lynette, and it's like boom, boom, power in here. But you're awesome. Congratulations on everything that you're doing.
Thank you. God is good.
Amen.
God is good. All right, so we're going to take our final break, I think, of the night, and we're going to come back with Miss Vonnie, and she's going to talk to us about an event that's coming up on the 24th of August as well, from 10 to 4 at it's called the Women of Fruit. magazine launch. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got a few more minutes left of Live Talk with Lynette. We'll be right back.
Live Talk with Lynette is being brought to you by Luciano's Double Platinum Salons of Platform Stylists, the #1.
All right. Do you have the it factor? Ready to take the next step towards your career in acting or modeling? Everybody is invited. Columbia, Greenville, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, and all surrounding areas. Join Miss Nina Nesbitt this Saturday at the Hyatt Place Hotel, August 24th, 10 a.m. to audition. All right. It's located at 3234 West Montague Avenue. Call 843-225-1834 to RSVP or get more information. Industry Direct is your ticket to the world of fashion and entertainment. All right, now we welcome to the mic the illustrious Miss Bonnie Judge.
Well, thank you so much.
Welcome back to Live Talk with Lynette. It's been a little while since you've been here.
It has been a while.
But we've been working together and
Yes.
encouraging each other, and glad to have you back tonight.
Thank you so much.
Tell us what's going on the 24th.
On the 24th, we're having an event that is called Women of Fruit. It's a woman magazine that we're launching, and we're so excited about it. It's going to be at the Crown Plaza. That's off of Tanger Outlet, and it's from 10 to 4.
Okay.
And I encourage women who are in business, whether they're personal, men to be involved, because this magazine idea is not just for women. It is for people who so into women's life and to really help her to be the best that she can be.
All right. Talk to us about the title of the magazine, Women of Fruit.
Women of Fruit has been a title that came to me about a year or so ago. And it is really where we have women of success, we have women of integrity, but Women of Fruit is really where a woman can sow into the lives of other women. Okay. And it really talks about the biblical factor of the harvest time and sowing and harvesting.
Okay. So essentially the magazine is about mentoring. It's giving people an opportunity to share their stories, to share their experience, to share their fruit, and in hopes to inspire other women to do great things as well.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And so I'm excited about it because we're looking at we're redefining success. A lot of time people with success, they think it is money related. And success is really meeting a goal and being able to meet goal in other people's lives.
Very good.
Yes.
I love that. Okay. Now, Miss Shavana, am I pronouncing your name correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right. Talented lady. I'm telling you guys, she created one of the cover shots for the Women of Fruit magazine and sent it to me. And I saw it and I was just amazed. And I just found out that you're just doing this because you're gifted to do it.
I am. You know, I always tell people I've been given 6 sense, and the 6 is my ability to create. You know, I believe that if that was taken away from me, it would be just as impactful if I went blind.
Wow.
This is something that has always been a part of me. You know, I see words to me are colorful. Think they're patterns. So when someone gives me something, you know, when Bonnie and I met, you know, it was an immediate connection, and we've only been friends since October of last year. But you know, when people see us, they like, wow,
can't tell.
They can't tell. But what God has gifted me with is the fact that I can take what you are thinking and I can actually relate it and make it more. People can really see it in a picture frame, and so I definitely. It is something that I find joy in doing, and it really shows in everything.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, go to the Facebook page. There's a Facebook page for Women in Fruit magazine. You can see Shavana's work there, get more details, more information about the event. Now, the tickets
are $10 for the first 10 people who call just because of the Lynette show.
Okay.
But it is
843-721-1073. Call in if you're one of the first 10, if you're one of 10 callers, 10 only, you can get a ticket for the event this coming Saturday from 10 to 4. at the Crown Plaza for only $10.
Yes. And
Okay.
the regular price is $20.
Okay.
And it is really going to be an awesome event. We have people coming from Charlotte, from Georgia. We are so excited about the speakers that we have.
Great.
It is awesome.
Great. And I'm coming.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I will be there. Kind of taking us through the day.
Yes.
And looking forward to that. All right. We didn't tell them when to call, huh? So let's see who we have on the line. This is Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment? Hello? Okay. They hung up. All right. The first 10 callers after we're off the air, right? Terry, is that what we do? Yeah. Okay. All right. The first 10 callers, you will get your tickets for this Saturday's event for $10 only. All right. That's for 10 special people just because you're listening to Live Talk with Lynette tonight.
Yes.
All right. But other than that, tickets are regularly $20. And is it $25 at the door like you want to pay?
$25 at the door.
Okay,
and they
great.
can go to womanofruit.eventbrite.com to actually get their tickets.
Okay.
And so I encourage people to get their tickets early because, like I said, everyone wants to pay at the door, but why pay at the door because it is more.
And you can save some money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Budgeting.
Saving some money. Okay. All right. So let's just see. Live Talk with Lynette. This is your comment. I mean, what is your comment? Hello.
Show. I'm sorry, I have to turn my radio down.
Okay.
Excellent show tonight. I thank you. I miss you all. I should be there in the studios, but I'm listening.
Thank you.
I want my ticket for $10, please.
All right, you got it. Hold the line, my love.
I'm getting my ticket.
It's not even the end.
Uh-oh. Live Talk with Lynette. What's your comment? You want a ticket?
Yes.
All right. Hold on, darling. All right. Cousin, call back. That was my co-producer. I hung up on her by mistake. All right, you guys, we're going to go tonight. This has been an amazing show. I promise you I could do this 8 days a week, and we only have 7.
Yes.
I could do this for 8 days. Yeah, but we got to go. We got to go. I'm sad, but we got to go. Yeah. So thanks to everybody for listening. Ladies, call in and get your $10 discounted ticket for the event this weekend. I promise you will be encouraged. I love you dearly, Miss Nina Nesbitt. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Our producer tonight, Bass, who is the best mentor in the world. And we just know that God is going to do great things. Listen, have a great week, everybody. Shout out to Mr. Donzel Richardson and his wife. They are celebrating 24 years of marriage.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to do that. Miss Elvira, thank you so much for supporting and listening to the show. But we're going to go. We got to get out of here. We'll be back next week, 8 o'clock, right here on Magic 107.3. Grace and peace. Good night, everybody.